What's up, everyone? I'm DJ Hamilton, and you're tuned into the DJ Sports Show, where we give you the latest, greatest, and most exciting sports stories in the world of sports. From interviews to having people's stories heard and told. This is the DJ Sports Show. Let's get it! What's up, everyone? I'm your host, DJ Hamilton, and welcome to DJ Sports Show, the place where we discuss sports, share bold opinions, and have untold stories heard and told. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button, share anybody you know who loves sports, and listen on any audio platforms I'm on. Leave a 5-star rating, share anybody you know. I'm joined by my guys, Nicholas Mullick and Philip Wilson, back in the house. Talk some NBA trade deadlines, some of the biggest moves and latest updates going on in NBA. How are we doing tonight, fellas?
Doing great. Thank you for having me.
Dude, I'm doing great. This trade deadline has been very, very, very crazy. And yeah. I got some words that I got to say on here. Nico Harris, never come back in the NBA ever again.
Done.
Like,
I got to say.
My advice to him...
We get right to it. The AD trade, man.
Yeah, my advice to Nico Harris is if he wants to go to basketball, try overseas. Maybe the Chinese Basketball Association. Maybe the I don't know, the Euro League or whatever it is. I can't.
Not even that.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know what even want him.
Is there an F League? Is there an F League or something like that? I know there's a G League, but is there an F League like where he could go?
I wouldn't let him coach me in 2K. Hell
no, that's funny. No, I would not want him to be my GM in NBA My League at all, man.
Hey, I mean, like. Max Christie must be loved by him. He probably adjusts his ratings in the NBA 2K just to allow that trade to go through.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get into some of the details of the trade. So Anthony Davis going to the Washington Wizards. The Wizards receive Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, Dante Exum. The Mavericks got Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley II, who was the second overall pick ahead of Luka in 2018, ironically. 2 future first-round picks. One of them is 2026 from OKC. And a top 20 protected from the Warriors in 2030, and 3 future second-round picks. Davis is under contract in the nation's capital through the 2027-28 season. He's set to carry a cap hit of $58.5 million next year and $62.8 million the following year. And this is a guy who's only played more than 70 games in his career 3 times in his 14 seasons. Woo!
So the Mavericks basically got nothing in this deal.
Nothing,
let me start off.
They got the flag.
Yeah. Well,
lucky they got him.
Here's what you already said it. Chris Middleton, who's going to get bought out. I mean, I don't see him staying here. AJ Johnson's the only player I think is going to stay on this team. Malachi Branham is a scrub, and Marvin Bagley Jr. stinks, or the third, whatever. He stinks. In the league. Another one of the biggest busts in Sacramento Kings history. He can't shoot at all. The first round picks they got, I know one of them is a top 20 pick. That's Golden State's in 2030. Good luck having that transfer, by the way. That's probably going to lead into second round picks. And the second first round pick is, you know, what's the protection on that pick, DJ?
Which one? For the Golden State Warriors?
Not the Golden State Warriors, the other pick that they got in the first round.
OKC's 2026 first round pick. The Golden State Warriors.
So basically the 30th overall pick in the 2020 in this next
NBA
draft.
The highest they can go is number 21 in that draft if it goes out.
No, they're going 30. The highest they're going 30. Yeah. OKC's winning.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry.
When I heard this trade, I'm like, I think about it in 2 ways. Well, the first way is, okay, you got 2 distressed assets now. You're Washington, Trae Young, Anthony Davis. Both guys coming from teams. Their teams obviously didn't value them enough. These are guys who were once considered top players in NBA. AD, he has been a distressed asset because his what's it called? His availability has been an issue over the last couple of years.
His vision's been blurry too. His vision has been blurry too.
Yeah,
that first off, I love Anthony Davis. I mean, that sucks about his vision that he has to wear these goggles
the rest of his career.
Yeah. And I'm even looking at what the Wizards get. You get Anthony Davis, which is just a freebie. I mean, I don't think it's going to last long because let's be real, the Wizards are one of the worst run teams in North America sports. I mean, not as bad as my football team and not as bad as my Charlotte Hornets. We'll get there, but I'm looking at the other guys they got. I mean, D'Angelo Russell's knees are knackered. I mean, he's never been the same player for years. I mean, even his shoulders, like his shooting's been off as well. Dante Exum, I don't know how that guy's still in the league. I mean, he's always involved in these big type of trades. And Jaden Hardy is a scrub. So they basically got Anthony Davis in this deal, and some pieces they'll probably fling and like throw in trades. But I do like this deal for the Wizards. Gives them much needed, they needed a center badly. Pair him off with Alex Sarr. And the Mavericks, I mean, if I were to grade each team here, the Mavericks grade is LOL. And and I think the Wizards, I'm going to give the Wizards a B here.
Yeah.
Because I still think Anthony Davis's contract is kind of awful. But again, I think there's 1 year left on his deal, if I remember correctly. So, we'll see if they get him back. I like this deal for the Wizards. The Mavericks, yeah. Lol.
This is a low risk, high reward for the Wizards because you're an organization where you're not really expected to be a title contender by any stretch of the imagination. Now, but you're kind of saying to the fan base, we're looking to try to compete next season now that you got AD and Trae Young. Guys who, if they're healthy, this team can contend for at least a playoff spot next year if they're healthy. But that's a big caveat.
This is the Wizards. This is the Wizards. We've said this for years with Bradley Beal.
Yeah,
exactly.
And they got lucky that the Suns were idiots and traded all their bench and point. Well, you want to know why that trade didn't work?
What's that?
Because they traded all their bench and point guards. Like, look, I get that you need 3 players in this league to be contenders, but one of those players needs to be a point guard.
Hell yeah.
And you have no depth piece whatsoever. You need 2 depth pieces to succede.
That's
why that deal failed.
They're still going to get a top draft pick in this class, who hopefully is a top 5 pick. That's going to be a great asset for them. I love Alex Sarr. He's been showing some flashes this year. He's shown improvement. He's shown he can stretch the ball out to the 3-point range. I don't know how that fit with him and AD will work. I think they will be a great tandem defensively in the paint. And I also am worried, like, who of those young guys, like Keyshawn George has shown promise.
I love that kid. That kid is that kid. They really have something. I always take like 2-3 years. I'll give a 4th year depending on if they're a 2nd round pick for them to develop. But that George kid really looks really good. I mean, I think Sarr needs a little more work. I think George might be better than Sarr today. Not saying long term, but today I think George is better than Sarr.
And I like
Trey Johnson as well. The rookie out of Texas. I think he's a good shooter. They got some young talent that's going to work. I think if AD, if you can get 50-some games out of him, they'll be a fun team to watch. I mean, I live near DC, so like I'm not a Wizard fan, but like I'm a supporter. I go to their games, so like at least now I'll have something to see. I'm not just going to be seeing a bunch of blowouts all the time.
Yep. Agreed. Just don't get Ernie Grunfeld back here for like 15 years.
Hell.
Just leave him. Just leave him in the retirement home wherever he is.
And one thing too, you don't get rid of any like valuable young asset, and no draft picks.
That was the key.
So that's the key part. You keep a lot of your draft cap. You keep all your draft capital, and you don't get rid of no young asset. And you see what works. See what guy you get in the draft this year, and go from there. Honestly, I don't know if yes, the AD trade is good. But I feel like for them, they kind of pulled the trigger a little bit too quick, in my opinion. I would have loved to see how they work with Trae Young, see how Sarr develops, and see who can they get in this class, and see how it goes from there next year, because I think that could be a good little building block for trio for the future. But hey, at least you didn't give him no draft capital for AD. I know he's starting to get to his late 30s. He's going to want that extension eventually. I don't know what team's going to give him that because he's been injured. I don't even know
if maybe a 1-year prove it deal, but I don't see him getting a multi-year deal. Like, I love AD. He's a great player. But like with all the injuries, you can't have that length term with him. It's you can't do it. And I got to say as well, with the Wizards, like half the players they will buy out. Because Middleton's getting buy out. You know, it'd be funny if Chris Middleton gets bought out and he signs with the Knicks. that would be such a Knicks thing to do.
Yeah, that would be funny. And then think about on the Mavericks side. Okay, you get rid of AD, and yes, Nico's an idiot.
No,
That's
DJ.
story.
He's not an idiot. He is what Chris Jericho would always say, a stupid idiot.
Oh, Lord.
Like, all that, and then now you're left with just Max Christie from the trade. Damn.
And a couple of second-round picks.
Yeah.
For Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Who's the only good... Yep, and Luka... Yep. Well, that I guarantee you, let's be real, they won the lottery because of that trade, because the NBA...
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's no chance.
Yeah.
Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson Jr. went for more picks than freaking Luka Doncic did, which is insane.
I don't understand. I never understood why Desmond Bane had that high of, assets. That was crazy. It was like 4 picks or something like that.
Ridiculous. Yeah, man. Come on.
And Jaren Jackson was like 3 or something. It's crazy.
Imagine like 500 after all that.
Could have used Luka Doncic, Mavericks. I mean, hey, listen, Luka Doncic's the only good player in Los Angeles with that Lakers team right now. I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. And look, LeBron may be another piece of work, but like he's done. He's been done for years. And let's be real here.
Good, but he's not what he used to be. He's definitely not.
The Lakers are basically doing what the Cavaliers failed to realize. They're a team built for LeBron, by LeBron, but eventually we'll be left without LeBron because there's no chance he's coming back next year.
Nah.
Yeah.
We don't want him back this year, really. The Lakers have already, like they said, they don't want him back.
And his yes man counselor, JJ Redick, will be out the door. Let's be real. JJ Redick is only here because he's a yes man for LeBron. He straight up said in the middle of, his interviews, I don't want him. We're not doing like practice before games. Are you kidding me? Like, look, yeah. I get coaching doesn't matter in this league and you only need like 3 players, but come on, dude. You can't make it that obvious. I mean, you're a good counselor. I mean, you could put a middle school counselor in that role and nothing changes. After all, 90% of the players in this league act like middle schoolers off the court. But like, come on, JJ. You have to be smart, bro. Oh, that's LeBron, the one thing I can't stand.
LeBron, he takes up over $50 million and he got a salary cap, and he's pushing 42. Man. You guys need some flexibility on that cap. You want to get some pieces like a big man who Luka could allow the ball to and play defense. You guys need some cap space.
But the problem with the Lakers too is they love to name chase. Ever since Kobe left. And they had those Timofey Mozgov awful contracts, Luol Deng, which oh my god, that was probably one of the worst contracts ever. Ever since that happened, they went and name chase for players. That's what they've been doing for years. And with LeBron, let's be real as well. Remember when they got Anthony Davis? That trade would have been so much worse for Anthony Davis because not only the Lakers offered the entire team a bevy of first-round picks, but they were willing to eat the terrible contract of Solomon Hill.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Just to get AD here because LeBron wanted to. Yeah. Because he runs the team. I mean, after all, his son, who stinks, by the way, is playing. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the Mavericks. I had to go on that Lakers tangent there.
He said Stephen A. Smith.
Well, Stephen A's another one I can't stand. Even though, like, he's the only one that I can listen to on ESPN without, losing my hearing. But, like, I don't know.
That's ironic right there. Ironic right there.
How is that ironic?
Huh?
How's that?
You said Stephen A's the only one you could listen to without losing your hearing. Yet everybody said he's the biggest yeller.
But he at least has some sense. The other scrubs they have there don't.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, there goes there goes any chance I have for working for ESPN.
Hell yeah! Somebody clip it.
Hope you freaking like it.
Yeah. But for the Mavericks, on the Mavericks side, this is basically telling them. You see how Cooper Flagg has developed so quickly this season. You see, he's the first teenager in history to drop 3 straight games over 30-plus points. Yeah. He's been way ahead of the curve offensively than I thought he was going to be. And I've been watching.
He's not the best. He's not the best rookie in this class, though. There's one better.
Oh, your guy Con Knuppel.
Con Knuppel is way better than Cooper Flagg.
Come on.
I love Con, but Cooper's that dude, man.
but he's
we
can
trade AD now because Cooper has been showing us signs on both ends that we can expedite our rebuild and try to build around him. We're not. I guess we did want to win now, but the fact that AD is not available, let's ship him. Try to get some young assets, see what we can do and build around Cooper because he has shown us the development on both sides that he's ahead of the curve than we expected.
Yeah, I'm saying that with biasness because I'm a Charlotte Hornets fan. I love Cooper Flag. He's a great player. I so badly wanted my Charlotte Hornets to win the draft lottery to take him. But you're right with everything you say here. But I don't know. It feels like they're punting. They're basically punting the year just to focus on next year. And they got to start like maybe it'll take 2 or 3 years, but they got to start making moves right.
They got to get a draft pick high this year's class because this is the year.
Oh, no question.
This class is special.
This move, the only positive for them, because this no matter what, this move wasn't gonna, be good for them at all after the whole Luka stuff. But they at least clear cap space. And what they could do, because I think the trade deadline ends tomorrow, eat bad contracts for picks. That's what I would do. I would eat these terrible basically pull like, you remember in 2016, all those awful contracts that were signed? I think that free agency year in 2016 set the NBA years because you had so many awful contracts at that time. You had like players being shifted, bad contract for bad contract, basically small wing picks. I would do what the 76ers did years ago. I mean, not all the way trust the process, but I would swallow, bad contracts for picks. That's what I would do.
I agree. I think tanking is the best method because at the end of the day, you got your guy. Kyrie could come back next year. You can see how that duo is together.
I don't know if Kyrie's coming back.
You think Kyrie's coming back?
No.
I think he's going to come back next year. It does make sense.
Next year. I don't think this year's coming back.
It's no point bringing him back this year. No, next year. I'm saying have those guys come in.
The only reason you would bring him back if he starts acting like a disgrace again, like he did in Brooklyn.
He's changed his reputation. He's much.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Really? I think he
hasn't.
He's been much better since he's been in Dallas.
Well, yeah, he's not like liking documentaries that don't like make any sense. I mean, like I'll give him that, but I don't know. Kyrie is. I worry about him sometimes, not only with his mind, but like his knees too. Like that dude has had a lot of knee injuries.
He has had a lot of injuries.
I really do worry about him. This year, I don't think he's coming back. Well, why bring him back?
There's no point.
Yeah, you guys are not even playing right now.
The play-in should be dissolved. I hate the play-in tournament, but for Kyrie, no reason to hold him back. I mean, unless like he gets noisy and he's angry and all that, whoop-de-doo. But hold him out, tank if you can. Maybe see what fits, who belongs, who doesn't. Swallow draft picks in this trade deadline. Get awful contracts, and we'll see how things go.
The Mavericks trade for Anthony. They traded Anthony Davis. They saved over $57 million to add more future flexibility. That's a lot of money right there.
What's their current cap space right now? Are they over the luxury tax? Or are they under the luxury tax? That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
So they dropped under the first apron and the luxury tax line in one clean sweep. So yes, they are now.
Perfect.
AD takes a lot of money off their plate. Now they have more future flexibility to get some draft picks. Some key free agents could come there. Cooper Flag is going to be a marquee attraction to that organization because players are going to want to go play with him eventually. He is a guy I would want to play with. He plays on both ends of the court. He could play make. Look how good he is at 19 right now. Imagine him 3, 4, or 5 years from now. Yeah, it's going to be scary.
Yeah,
Kyrie, he doesn't really fit your timeline, but yes, you could keep him there if you want a veteran presence and like him and Clay, I think could be great veteran presences there long term for him as he continues to grow and progress.
Yeah, but Clay's never been the same ever since he had those back to back. And I love Clay Thompson. Dude was, but he's never going to be the same. You want to know what this reminds me of? Remember when OKC? But this was before they traded triple double man to Houston and Paul George to the Clippers.
I'm dead. You said triple double man. Russell Westbrook.
What? It's triple double man.
That's a legend right there. He ain't no scrub. That's an all-time great.
No, I know. Listen, no, I'm not calling him a scrub. I'm calling him triple double man.
Triple double man. Okay.
Yeah, it's triple double man.
Yeah, I thought that was a compliment. Okay.
It's a compliment. It's triple double.
I mean, wait, who are you talking about? That's why
I used to call Oscar Robinson triple double, man. Now that nickname is being now that nickname is bestowed to Russell Westbrook, and whoever gets triple doubles like he does on a consistent basis, I'll call him maybe Jokic. But, and I've always called Russell Westbrook triple double man. That's a compliment. I mean, we'll get to Westbrook later, but
I wish he wasn't in Sacramento. Still.
Well, Sacramento's an interesting team.
He might not be at the trade deadline. Who knows?
Well, if the rumors are true that they might be getting Ja in a trade soon, because I've heard Ja Morant might be getting traded.
Well, there's no interest between either party because there's been reports that the Kings don't want him and that Ja doesn't even want to go there.
Well, of course. I mean, Ja Morant wants to get traded to the Blunts. I've said this to you guys after that whole gun fiasco. Will a team shoot in the dark for a talent like him? Maybe. Yeah. I wouldn't take that shot, but hey, some teams are flashing, importance of, maybe negotiating. I mean, Ja Morant knows how to flash people with his weapon.
Oh God!
I mean, he's so talented, but he just fell off this team,
He's lucky he wasn't cut. Is all I'm saying. Because if it was me in charge, if it was me in charge of the Memphis Grizzlies, he would be out of a job after the gun. Like, one time is insane, but when you do it like 2 or 3 times, goodbye, see you, out the door.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous, man.
Well, if you're the Grizzlies now, you're in a total rebuild because Ja's asking price is way lower now after the Triple J trade, and now you got some draft capital from Utah. Now you could kind of go out there and kind of
why did Utah do that? I don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, look, Utah, they have intriguing pieces with Walker Kessler. I would have kept the picks. I don't understand why they would do this trade. I really don't.
Yeah. I don't see the fit. Marketing, Kessler,
Let me say the full trade so people know. So Utah gets Jaren Jackson Jr., Jock Landale, John Conchar, Vince Williams Jr. Memphis receives Warren Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, Georges Niang, 3 future first-round picks. One of them is from my guys Phillips Lakers, top 4 protected in next year's class. 2027 first-round pick, most favorable of Cleveland and Minnesota, and 2031 first-round pick from Phoenix. I'm not really feeling those picks. I don't know why.
Love it for Memphis. Love that deal for Memphis. I mean, look.
For Utah, though, I'm kind of scratching my head. But Memphis,
they needed some Jaren Jackson's a great player, but he's not worth all those draft picks. And these players could potentially be. I like Anderson and the others. We'll see, but like they're shot in the darks right now. Memphis is clearly in a rebuild. I mean, they need picks, and it's clear Jackson wasn't going to be in the fit here long term. And I like this trade for Memphis. I do. I mean, get rid of Ja. What's sad too is Ja Morant's the best player in that draft class by a country mile.
No, 2019,
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Zion's you've known this many times, EJ. I think Zion Williamson is one of the bigger busts in NBA history with the potential that he had. Not bust the player because he's decent if he isn't getting involved with train wrecks and injuries.
Yeah.
You get where I'm going here with the train wreck I'm talking about.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
Because everyone in that industry is a train wreck. But that's a different story. But Ja Morant, he's probably going to be going. Imagine if this team actually got because I don't remember if you know this. They were about to trade for, I think, Draymond Green. Was it last year or the previous year?
He wanted to go there.
I don't know.
It was when they had Desmond Bain, so it probably was last year or the year before.
But Bain was there. I didn't hear he wanted to go there. I heard that he refused to go there.
Really?
That's what I heard. And that's
what knocked the trade down. I would kind of understand.
I heard he almost left free. It might have been when he wanted to leave in free agency at one point, but then he changed his mind. He's talking about his podcast.
There's been rumors Draymond might want to go to the Lakers if he does.
Well, yeah, there's another player for them to name chase, Draymond Green. You know, I mean, why not? Yeah. But
he wants to go play with his buddy LeBron, man. You know what I'm saying?
Is LeBron even going to come back next year?
No, we're not trading for.
That's the real question.
Draymond.
You want to know? You know, it'd be funny if he leaves the Lakers and he just joins the Cleveland Cavaliers again.
Yeah.
That's
Speaking of the Cavaliers, let's get to that next team because that was another one of the biggest trades. So, James Harden was traded to Cleveland for Darius Garland, basically straight up. Clippers received Garland and a future second-round pick. Cavaliers
Does James Harden even want to play anymore? Because I've asked this question for ever since he joined Brooklyn. Yeah. I don't even know if he wants to play. I still think he's in it for the money and the strippers.
I mean, at this point, because it's like, why leave the Clippers? Because that news came out of nowhere. I didn't think he was going to be
because the Clippers are a dysfunctional franchise. That's why.
I love it.
So let me get into some of the numbers.
With how they traded CP3, I wouldn't blame anyone for wanting out. That would look CP3. Whatever happened there. I mean, I know CP3 got traded. We'll talk about it later, but you don't go after him. You don't market this retirement run and then try to throw him under the bus like that.
Go home. Yeah, that was terrible.
And then say, "Oh yeah, I want to get out of here." Yeah, but the team has been one of the best teams in the league recently. Don't you want to win? Isn't winning your priority?
Again, the Clippers are a dysfunctional franchise, and their owner might be selling the team soon too. If more gets found out about that Kawhi Leonard.
That's what threw me the rug too, man. I haven't heard about that since the season started.
Well. Kawhi
probably sleeping there under the rug.
Yeah.
And
Kawhi and I still think Kawhi might be in trouble with that too. Because if it's found,
he gotta be. Hell yeah, he gotta be.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
So let me get into some financials before I get into the fit and stuff. So Cleveland drops their tax bill from $165 million to $65 million. Harden has a $42.3 million player option after next season. He's only guaranteed $13 million next year. He declined his $36.3 million player option for the 2025-26 season, so he could get this new 2-year that he's on currently, $81.5 million from the Clippers he got back in June of 2025. He has a base salary of $39.2 million for this season, which is an improvement, followed by his potential player option next year. So Harden basically basically this move is for money. We all know this. Harden, he came with something. I don't even know what he said. But I saw it on First Take. They were talking about it. It was baloney what he was saying. We all knew. It's not the first time he's forced his way out of a situation. We saw it.
Oh, he's done it 4 times now. Yeah. He's done it 4 times now.
How many times? Brooklyn, he did it in Houston. He got fat. Literally forced his way to Brooklyn. He left Brooklyn when he was dissatisfied with Kyrie and all his shenanigans. He said, "Oh, ship me over to Philly." And then when Philly didn't work out, when he basically choked in the playoffs, he said, "Okay, trade me." He forced his way out. I said, "I'm happy here." Forced me to my hometown, LA. And I thought he was going to retire there and that'll be his swan song. But no. And now the team and the Clippers were playing good recently. They've been one of the better teams in the last 25 games.
But I think they've had enough.
They want to win.
I think they've had enough of his nonsense. I really and maybe even if James Harden is upset and wanted out, I think they've had enough of his nonsense. They really have, because he's had a history of this, and he's the problem in my opinion. Every team that he's failed, he really is the problem of that team.
He's like a diva.
he's basically a diva.
Mayhem everywhere he goes.
The only positive thing about James Harden is that he has a great beard. Never shave that thing. Because I've seen photos of you without the beard. Keep it. I don't care what happens. I don't care if you need to wear a beard wig or anything like that. Don't shave that thing.
I mean, the only thing I do see is for the Cavaliers, I do get why they traded Darius Garland, because even though he's a younger player, I didn't necessarily like the fit with him and Donovan Mitchell. Having 2 small guards like that wasn't really going to win it, and then be able to sit before with Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, that wasn't going to work. And also the injury history. So I get that part, but getting James Harden, I don't know. That's not going to be a long term.
I'd rather keep Garland, and it's not just a long term fit. It's just he's less of a headache. If I remember correctly, I think he's cheaper. You could fact check me on that, DJ. I don't have the financials in front of me, but I think he's cheaper. And I'd rather keep the 2nd round pick than to deal with all the drama, because they did attach a 2nd round pick in the deal. I'd rather keep that and a player that it's not working out, but I know he'll be useful in the playoffs. And I just don't see where this is all going to work out for him. I mean, if the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to trade him to the Lakers just to get LeBron.
Oh goodness, please no!
I'm telling you, clip this, DJ. Watch the Lakers trade LeBron to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trade LeBron and Bronny James for James Harden and a draft pick or something like that. Oh, look, like seriously, you want to know what I find funny about Bronny? Everyone, when he basically said like, "Oh, I've always wanted to go to the NBA. Any team would be great." La la la. Your agent LeBron and yourself said, "I'm only going to be you're only going to draft me if you're the Lakers or the Suns."
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I remember that.
So Harden and Garland basically have the same salary, $39 million this season. So it's basically the same kind of matches up. But yeah, I wanted to get.
Okay, then I was wrong in there. I like the fact. I like your fact checking.
But you're right about the age difference. They're basically they're a decade apart. So you're going with more youth if you're the Clippers. So I was having contrasting points on this when I was first heard of it last night. I see two sides to this. I'm kind of indifferent when it comes to this. So the positive, okay. The Cavaliers, you get an offensive hub in James Harden, one of the best generators of offense we've ever seen. Scorers, facilitator. He does maximize his big men. We've seen that with Clint Capella.
And he maximizes his weight too when he gets upset.
With the Rockets. Yeah. Harden with Zubac. Zubac has some of his best years with Harden facilitating for him. Same with Clint Capella when he was in Houston. Now he's playing with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. I think he could take them to the next level. Set them up with easy baskets, as they're known for not being offensive creators who create their own offense. They are guys you kind of need to set them up to get easy baskets. And I think that's kind of what I think. And then he could alleviate pressure off Donovan Mitchell as a playmaker as well. Donovan Mitchell is a guy, he doesn't really need to dominate the ball. We have seen him with the ball and dominating to take over games, but he can play off the ball too. I'm kind of worried how James Harden's going to affect his flow of the rhythm of the game, because that's still Mitchell's franchise. But
and he's a ball hawk too.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, James Harden's a ball hawk.
Like he doesn't move without the ball. That's the thing. He's stagnant. He doesn't
dribble.
Yeah,
fat.
It's not from the
fat, dribble, fat. No defense, dribble. Oh, well, foul. Go to the line.
You know what you're gonna get. That's the thing. You know what you're gonna get.
But I will say this too. I will throw a little positive out there to the Cavs. Garland. I still would prefer Garland over Harden because, the off the court stuff. But Harden has the availability when he cares. Garland always has like the injury bug attached to him.
The toe injuries have been hurting him. It has been hurting him.
Yeah.
Yes, I will give them that. But besides that, I'd rather keep Garland. I'd rather take the injury risk in what Garland can put than Harden. God, Garland, Harland. That rhymes.
And then I have another point I want to mention. So if you're the Cavaliers, when you once signed all these guys like Mitchell, Mobley, Garland, you were thinking you had a 5-6 year window. Now that you trade away Garland for Harden, you're basically saying, okay, we're betting on these guys for the next 2 years. This is our 2-year window. We got to get a title run out of this. And I'm going to be honest. I know you're great offensively in the backcourt, but that defense leaves a lot to be desired on the backcourt.
Yeah, but
if they play a team like OKC, and if they play a team with great guards, they're going to get smoked defensively. Yeah. I know they have that backline to protect them, but I'm worried defensively for them.
But Garland is not one of their big three players. Let's be real. Their big three is Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell. That is their big three.
Yeah.
Harden is not a part of the big three. He's just a depth piece. That's what he is.
Yeah.
But like Garland, I just would rather have him there. And it's going to be very interesting to see if the chemistry works out, because there'd be too many ball hawks in the kitchen here. I mean, I don't know about Mobley and Allen as ball hawks, but I mean, it didn't work out with Russell. It didn't work out with James Harden in triple double, man, was because both were ball hawks.
And neither were good shooters from like outside, like especially spotting up, moving out the ball. Mitchell is a better shooter than Westbrook. I'll give him that. That's one thing Mitchell has over Westbrook. He's a much better shooter from the outside, spotting up and off the dribble. So it might be able to work in that aspect because he has that over Westbrook. But yeah, the ball dominance, that's the heliocentric. I want to see how that works out.
I think if Dennis Schrader would want to join his 15th team after declining $100 million contract from the Lakers, that would be great business move, by the way. Why would you decline a $100 million contract with the freaking Lakers?
They would get more, and then that's what happened.
The only thing he got more of was laughter, because I like Dennis Schroeder. He's a decent swing man type player, but come on, man, you should have taken the money. You should have taken the money.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention with the Cavs too is I don't think this makes them any title contenders in the East. Like the East is weak. But I don't see them making the conference finals or making the NBA finals.
It doesn't change where they're going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah. And it really comes down to, I feel like they failed because people are trying to say, oh, Mitchell doesn't show up in the playoffs. People need to look at the stats. Mitchell plays well in the playoffs. He's one of the top scorers in playoff history. Look at the facts. The numbers don't lie.
It's just their big three didn't show up. Well, except for Mitchell has played well. It's just like their big three doesn't show up. Like Allen wasn't the greatest last year. In the play,
it was injured, and Mobley missed some of those games against the Pacers. People need to add context because they're always trying to make it seem like Mitchell shrunk in the moment. He didn't have any help.
I think Mobley was. I think Mobley was playing hurt too. I think he was on one leg, if I remember. He clearly was dealing with something as well. They didn't have their big three healthy. Exactly. That's why they didn't make it.
Right.
And then another reason why I feel like you got to put some blame on Mobley. He hasn't really taken that leap offensively, but we expected from him over these last couple of years. Some people thought, yes, defensively he's special, but offensively he hasn't really been that offensive generator, creating his own shot. I don't know if it's due to Mitchell. They're always trying to feature him in the offense, maybe because he gets less touches, or is it because he just lacks the aggression that I think he lacks that dog mentality. I don't think he has it like Wemby or like with Giannis. Anthony Davis eventually became a great scorer. He became a great offensive player than anybody even predicted because when he was coming out of Kentucky, nobody expected him to become the offensive player he became. Maybe people thought that was going to be Evan Mobley, but that has not been the case. He's been
I had that same thought. I had that same thought too with Jared McCain. Jared McCain was really good. I don't know what happened to him, but McCain was that player in his rookie year, and now he easily gets the ring chase in Oklahoma City. Good for him.
Well, we'll get to him soon, but I want to ask you guys, where do you guys see the Cavaliers now in the hierarchy amongst like contenders in the Eastern Conference or overall? Now after the Harden,
I see them the same way they was before. I mean, a second round exit of
they lost a lot of depth too. They traded away DeAndre Hunter. I know they got Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis, but I think Hunter was better than Keon Ellis. I'm gonna be honest, even though he's having a down year.
It's neck and neck. I can see where you're going here.
He's more He definitely has more production than Keon Ellis.
Yeah. Okay. Ellis, you know what? You've convinced me. You've convinced me. I'll give you that.
Like Dennis Schroeder, yes, but you already have elite guard play. Like you kind of need a wing. Yeah. You're kind of lacking in the 3-4 area.
But they don't lack in the journeyman department. He fills that role well.
That's true. Yeah, that's one thing they're lacking. They don't have a legit 3.
That is true. I still think that the next big 3 is the big 3 to beat. And who knows? I mean, we could potentially be hearing Giannis being moved. I mean, I still think Giannis should come to Charlotte if it was me.
What?
Come to Charlotte, Giannis. Come to Charlotte. But let me dream.
Minnesota.
That would be interesting.
I would love that.
I still think he's going to be a Knick.
Ultimately? Okay.
I think ultimately he'll be a Knick. They'll probably trade probably Cat will have to probably be thrown in the deal.
That?
They can't do it. They can't add anything really to because I tried doing it on Fanspo, nothing works. They'll have to probably add a third team or something.
Who's that kid that showed up during what was it, the Christmas games? Tyler. You could probably throw him in the deal. That's a player.
Used to be on the G League, Westchester Knicks, man. Yep.
Yeah.
He was
okay.
Yeah, I covered him.
I still believe in the Cav. Boston it really impresses me, but once they get Brown back. Was it Brown or Tatum that
Tatum?
Tatum. I keep mixing it up. I'm sorry. By the way, thanks, Billy King. Where's the statue of Billy King going to be built in Brooklyn? Not in Brooklyn, in Boston. Build the statue of Billy King. Screw Tom Brady's statue. Build the statue of Billy King.
Not screw a Tom Brady statue.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty sure if they do build that statue, it'll be pretty deflating.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting off track. I'm getting off track here.
Where do you think the Cavaliers are going to be in the hierarchy in the Eastern Conference or amongst contenders? Do you see them as being a real title threat or no?
Yeah. Well, not title threat, but like real, real in the hierarchy in terms of the ranking in the first round.
In the Eastern Conference, like Eastern Conference Finals.
I said second round exit. Same like I said before.
That's what I said too. I said, to be honest, the GM on the Cavaliers.
Yeah,
his job's in the bounce these next season or two. Because man,
I agree.
His job's in the bounce. And Mitchell, I've been seeing some rumblings that if they don't make it far in these conference finals or finals, he could be looking elsewhere. The same.
Really?
Yeah.
I do also think that I also do think that with the Cavaliers, their coach, I put quotation marks because there isn't really coaching in the NBA, Atkinson, he could be out of a job too.
Really? I like Atkinson.
I mean, it's the NBA. Who cares? Coaching doesn't matter. But like with Atkinson, I'm just saying, like they'll throw him under the bus. Watch. It's always the NBA counselors that get the boot
the first time.
Yeah, I mean,
the Cavaliers, they have not lived up to expectations this year. They've been very disappointing compared to what they were last year. Last year, we were like, "Oh, this team's the best in the East. They look like they're going to get over their hump."
They won 64 games.
Two disappointing playoff exits. So against the Knicks 2 years ago, and then last year against the Pacers. And they were, I know they had the injuries, but still.
What a fall from grace from the Pacers, by the way. What a fall from grace.
Yeah. I mean, it's due to the Halliburton injury. We'll see what they are when he comes back, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And here's another reason why I think the Pacers are as good of a team. And people don't understand this. Why they're a good team? They have a lot of players from that Toronto Raptor team that won with Kawhi. People forget about that.
That was a squad.
Oh, that was a squad. I mean, you had Kawhi, Pascal Siakam on the team. Van Vliet was on the team. Lynn Sanity was on the team, even though he was ring chasing.
You count that? Okay.
Even though he was ring chasing.
He got his ring. Shout out to Lynn Sanity, man. He put New York on the map for a while.
I love Jeremy Lin, dude. That
dude's story, relevant in sports.
Like that dude's story is amazing. And hey, he played on my basketball team. I got to experience the Lynn Sanity.
Oh, wow, yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, he did play for your Hornets. I remember that.
I forgot about that.
He was a scrub, but I got to experience Lynn Sanity.
Was like even crazier then, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
it was crazy during that time.
Very crazy.
So I have another trade. I think this. I know the Harden, AD we already discussed; those were the big ones. But I think this is one of the more underrated trades. So the Boston Celtics received Nikola Vucevic, Denver Nuggets 2027 second round pick. Chicago receives Anthony Simons, 2026 second round pick, favorable from the Minnesota Timberwolves, New Orleans, New York, and Portland. Celtics shed $6.2 million in salary by going from Anthony Simons to Vucevic, slashing their tax bill by more than $20 million, and imposed their cap sheet below the first apron, which enables them to sign someone who's making more than a non-taxpayer mid-level exception if they get waived and hit the buyout market. Right now, the Celtics are 27th in points per game in the paint, but adding Vucevic, who's been a double-double machine for them throughout his career, basically, this is something they need offensively, especially with, I know Neemias Queta, he's been good for them. Lucas Garza's been picking it up lately, but having Vucevic, who can space the floor, who's a bully in the paint offensively, I think he could provide another secondary, third guy, especially in the postseason when the half-court offense, the game slows down. He could throw it to a guy in the paint who could get his own shot. He's a good high-level IQ player, passer, especially in the high post or at the top of the key, especially when you got a cutter offense with Jaylen Brown, Tatum when he comes back. I don't know if it's going to be this year or next year.
Not this year. I doubt that.
I think it's going to be next year. I think it's going to be next year, but I think he fits perfectly within the Celtics scheme and what they're trying to do. I know he's not Porzingis defensively, but offensively, I think he could definitely help this team, especially when they're lacking on interior scoring.
Yep, I agree with you. This feels like a salary dump type trade, but it's a win-win type salary dump trade.
Definitely.
Here's the thing. I don't think the Bulls lose in this either because they kind of need a guard. Like,
they got some guards now.
They got some guards now.
David Ivey, and they got Anthony Simons, who I liked Anthony Simons on the Celtics. I was like, damn, they really got to get rid of him. I really liked him on the side. I thought he was a good fit for them. I would have loved to see him play with Tatum. What do you say?
So I like Vucevic even more, honestly. I think the way he matches up, because I think always is about, okay, with them being the third seed in the East, I think about who you're going to match up with in the playoffs. If you want to contend with like the Knicks and the Pistons, who got Jalen Duren, matching up in the paint with them, I think that's going to be huge, getting Vucevic.
Yeah. And right now, and then they did trade away Kobe White and Mike Conley Jr. to your Hornets, Nick.
Yeah, boy.
I want to know how you feeling, man. How you feeling?
So
Cody White's a good player.
Cody White is the piece here. Let's be real, Mike.
Yeah, we said Cody.
I said Cody. Oh boy, Kobe. My bad.
Don't let him hear that, especially as a Hornets fan. He wants to say his name.
He's coming to Charlotte. He'll be a nice depth piece when Steph Curry comes here, and we have our own big three.
Well too. Y'all been playing well.
They have been playing very, very well. Mm-hmm. And this is the first year in a long time that I have loved the draft because they've had some terrible whopper picks. I mean, they drafted Michael Gilchrist over Bradley Beal. They drafted Malik Monk, who was on crack, over Donovan Mitchell, who...
I forgot he's over Mitchell. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and the worst part is their counselor, Steve Clifford, wanted him. Mm-hmm. And Michael Jordan, who's the worst owner in basketball, but thank God he's gone, refused. So many bad drafts.
So bad, it's crazy. How you so bad at evaluating talent? It shows you just because you're great at a sport doesn't mean you're good at evaluating talent.
Yeah, well, the only thing he evaluates well is how to hide his gambling habit. That's the true thing he knows how to hide.
The last dance revealed that very good.
Oh, I'm not buying the conspiracy. I seriously think he took the year off just because he had the gambling issue.
Really?
And he wanted to play baseball too. That's a mixture of reasons why. But I still think it's the gambling. But hey, like I always say, no matter what player you are, the Pete Rose Betting Association will always be there for you. I mean, look at Terry Rozier. He gifted the Hornets a first-round pick, and his salary and everything else goes to the Heat, and he still is getting paid to do nothing.
He's getting paid like $20 million, I think.
Yep. Again, the Pete Rose Betting Association will always be there for these guys. Want to bet? Just accept the card into the association, and you know they'll be there for you. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. I love this Hornets team. You know how much I love Khan. Zion James is a player I like. Kalkbrenner, I like. McNeely, he's in the G League. He's going to need a few years. But they needed a player like White. Yeah, they needed. And let's be real, Conley's not an NBA player anymore. That was shown last year when he was in Minnesota.
The Timberwolves basically just dumped him for money. Yeah, they dumped him for extra money.
He's a shell of his former self. I mean... He's
a nice.
I think he's 39, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. He's in his 19th year in the league. He's 38.
He's basically going to be the Isaiah. He's going to be basically the Isaiah Thomas role, where he was basically brought there for veteran influence and leadership, because like on the court, he's not the player he once was. And I like that Colin Sexton. I knew the moment that they signed him that 1-year deal. I'm like, oh yeah, he's not going to stay here long. He's not going to stay here long.
Young Bill.
And I heard that like the Bulls were more interested in this kid Deng than they were with Sexton. That's what I've been hearing. Right? Yeah, Usman. That's what I've heard.
Yep. Intriguing prospect. He's like 6'10",
which I find intriguing. Yes. Yeah. And the Hornets didn't really need him. They have a ton of depth everywhere. They needed a player like it's clear the Hornets are aiming for playoffs, which they should. Because it's been like a decade since I've seen this team in the playoffs, and I don't even.
It has been a decade, 2016.
Well, yeah. God, now I'm
in the
NBA. How is that possible? And I don't count the stupid play-in tournament. That's meaningless to me. I mean,
they made it a few years ago, but that's not.
Nobody need to play in though.
I don't care. The play-in's stupid. The in-season tournament is the biggest waste of time ever. Like, I hate the in-season tournament, but the play-in tournament's just a waste. But the Charlotte Hornets are a team to look out for in the future. I love this team. LaMelo Ball. I mean, I've lost track how many times the dude is driven around like he's a GTA 5 character. I mean, seriously, how many times are you going to run over their feet, speed? I don't know. But I can't even say he's the most sane, level-headed individual in that family, because everyone in the Ball family is crazy. I mean...
Lonzo pretty chill.
But like, when you mock Stephen A. Smith about your back injury by just sitting up and down in a chair, I don't think you're all there. You know what I mean? Leangelo's lucky not to be in the prison cell after the whole China fiasco. And their dad, by the way, is a real piece of work. With
right now, he don't say nothing. He be chill now.
Well, you want to know why he's chilling now? He lost his leg.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well,
lost it a while ago.
When that happens, you got to lay low.
Like, quiet. Even before he lost, he was quiet because it's been quiet for years.
I think he got quiet once the good ball, and entered the league because he knew that kid was a player. Like that's
LaMelo. Yeah,
I'm just mad as a Laker fan. We got Lonzo Ball over De'Aaron Fox. I'm still sick about that.
Hey, can you get Dalton?
And Tatum? That's even worse.
Can I get
Tatum?
Can I get Dalton Knecht to the Hornets as well? Connect. Yeah. Can I get him after the 88?
He want to go there. He want to be traded.
Yeah, we had a trade set for basically one of your first round, the Lakers' first round picks, Knecht, for Mark Williams, and either the GM was a stupid idiot or the Lakers, got cold turkey, find out about it. Nobody comes off well in that trade either. And I wanted our Peterson fired after that trade debacle.
Connect's been done ever since. Like mentally, he just not with it no more.
Yeah,
I forgot Dalton Connect was even on the Lakers. Man, they don't even play him. They've ruined that kid's confidence.
He was good before that.
He was balling last year.
He needs a change of scenery badly.
Yeah, bro.
Because when they traded him last year and then he came back, you could tell he wasn't the same. They're like, they didn't believe in me,
bro.
Yeah, but hey,
gonna affect the young player psyche.
Listen, Dalton, come to Charlotte, baby. Come to Charlotte.
Might as well, man.
He's open to being moved. He wants to be moved.
So why not? I mean, we still got draft picks. I mean, by the way, you want to know what's funny? For 2027?
What's that?
What?
The Mavericks' first round pick is Charlotte Hornets property.
Are you serious?
Top 2 protected pick.
I don't think the Mavericks, if they keep Kyrie, they're not going to be as bad to be
Kyrie might want to go, bro.
I don't know about that. You need
next year. I don't think they're going to be that. Daniel Gafford back, and then Derek Lively, Cooper Flag's going to be even better next year.
Yeah, but
they're not going to be a title contender, but they're not going to be that awful.
But you need three elite players, and I don't even like the Mavericks. Really, only I don't know about Kyrie. We got to see how he is coming back from this injury. But they really only have one big 3 player. They really do.
Don't doubt the most skilled guard probably to ever play, Kyrie. He don't need athleticism.
Probably
more skilled. Kobe the most skilled guard, bro.
Kyrie's too crafty, bro. He's gonna find his.
Kobe's the most skilled guard of all time.
Going back.
I meant, you know what I meant. I meant like point guard. Yeah, point guard under 6'5" guard.
Yeah. That makes sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
Kyrie's up there though, man. He's in that conversation. Some people say he's the most skilled guard.
Those 2 are the most skilled guard.
Kyrie's ridiculous. Remember when he hit that game winner with the left hand floater? I was like, no way he's gonna make that. I said, what the? I'm like 3-point range. I said, no, that was insane. Yeah, he's ridiculous. How many people can ever do that in NBA history? You can't really it's short list. But we can. Come on.
The one only concern I do have with Sexton going is we do lose a little bit of defensive skill on there, but we needed another
How
offensive
much defensive skill. He's good.
Not too much, but he compared to all the players, he adds a little hint of there. But I just feel like the Hornets. I love this deal, taking a shot at White, and I mean, we really just sacrificed 2nd round picks because we knew Sexton was going to leave after the season. Deng is a prospect that clearly the Bulls were interested. I still don't know what the heck the Bulls are doing. I mean, they're a team that confuses me sometimes. I mean, I don't know what they're doing over there, but I like the deal for the Charlotte Hornets, and this team needs playoffs. I want playoffs. Get past the 2nd round, because this team has never gotten past the 2nd round in their entire existence. But listen,
can I interest you in this? Melo Ball's brother's a free agent. He can go anywhere he wants except for Cleveland. What do you want him in Charlotte?
Come to Charlotte, baby. Come to Charlotte. Come on, baby.
He said
he's a free agent. He did get traded to Utah, but he got
let him go. I think.
He got waived?
He's able to go anywhere except for Cleveland since Cleveland traded him.
Wow, he did? He got waived. Wow. Did he wave back?
He should have. He'd be like, Utah. Like, no. I'm Murphy, and they kind of need a point guard at Utah. I was kind of shocked they waived him. They need a true point guard. I was like,
they did.
Someone else.
Utah's a weird team. I don't know what they're doing.
They're jumbled right now. With like 3
Lonzo, in the front. Lonzo, if you come to Charlotte, I mean, we got a lot of pieces here. I mean, you could join your brother in playing basketball.
Balls to Charlotte, pause.
Yeah. Exactly, 100%. And when Steph Curry comes here, once we make the big trade, Steph Curry, Antetokounmpo, the Ball brothers, add KCP to the team, big four.
It's like 2K Martin for him right now.
Hey, when the Nuggets won because KCP was nailing those threes. Him and Jamal Murray.
Oh yeah.
Everyone keeps saying it's Michael Porter Jr. that was their big three. Nah, it was KCP. It was 100%. KCP. Stop it. And if KCP does come here, I want him to be a legend and to wear the ankle monitor like he did for basketball games. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Another move I want to talk about: the Thunder getting Jared McCain from the Sixers. Man, that
I just liked it for the Sixers. I didn't like that.
Go now that they have Tyrese Maxey and they have VJ Edgecombe, who basically have established themselves as a star.
Oh boy, I was so wrong about VJ Edgecombe. I remember.
You didn't like him?
I know at the other place I used to work with, I refuse to name them because I hate. I don't want you to get sued. I'm not going to say anything anymore. But at the other place, I did not want VJ Edgecombe. I was terrified that he was going to drop to my Charlotte Hornets. And luckily, I still think the Hornets got the better player. Edgecombe's been playing pretty well, but I don't know about him, man. Like
inconsistent offensively.
He's very inconsistent to me. And
we'll see.
I don't think he's a big three type player yet. I mean, we'll see in a few years.
We'll see what he pauses up to.
Yeah, let's be real. The 76ers should have blown it up years ago. They're going nowhere with these guys. And I love Maxey. Embiid, I think, is one of the more overrated players in basketball today, especially with all the load management. The guy barely plays. And even when he does play for a lengthy time,
that he's not a future Hall of Famer. I was like, whoa.
No, I do not think he's a future. Unless he gets a ring, he's not a future Hall of Famer. I'm sorry.
Unless he what? Sorry about that.
What?
And said if he doesn't get a ring, he's not a future Hall of Famer. Come on, he has more accolades than a lot of guys in Hall of Fame.
More accolades of load management.
But it's just so many games missed, man. It's getting hard.
I'm sorry, you can't. Look, he's a great player, but with the amount of games he's been taken out due to load management and all that, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah, the talent's there, but
the talent's there, but I can't label him as that yet. Not yet.
He's gonna make it.
Never made a conference final, I don't think. So I mean,
yeah, he's kind of like the modern day worst version of Bill Walton.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I said worst version because he never was an MVP. Well, he was an MVP, but he never won a title.
Yeah,
Bill Walton at least did that for the years. So,
but hey, maybe the Philadelphia 76ers, they're maybe starting to realize the writing's on the wall. I mean, they got, I think they got like a first in the deal. And what was it, like 3 seconds or 4 seconds or something like that? I know it's a 3-team deal.
3 round picks in the 2026 first round.
I believe it was a 3-team deal if I remember correctly. Was it a 3-team deal or a 2-team?
I believe.
Yeah, that was where we got. I think Deng, and then shipped him off.
Yeah.
In the deal we talked about earlier, but it really was Oklahoma City and Jared McCain. He was great the first year. I don't know what happened. And Plumlee's a scrub. I mean, he's basically just a death piece ring chaser nowadays. So, adding him there, that's fine. But I think that the 76ers see the writing on the wall and are just loading up draft picks until they realize fully they can't win with this core. Because you're not winning with Embiid on this team. I'm sorry. Maxey, yeah. Paul George is. Oh my God, Paul George. That team killed the Clippers.
I was suspended for 25 games. That was
AKA. I don't believe a single word you say.
Yeah, man, that was real fishy. When
he didn't know a medication had something in it, and
I call total BS on that boy.
Yeah,
your PT-13 rating is gonna go right down to the G rating if you keep this up.
Yeah,
get it? G rating, G League.
That's why I thought they should have kept McCain. I think he needed to build around those young guys, Tyrese Maxey, Edgecombe,
and he could have filled him in his role when PG-13 is off, with his suspension.
Let me give you his stats as a starter: over 22 a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, over 3 3-pointers made per game, 45, nearly 40% from shooting from 3, and 80% from the foul line. Thunder got another shooter, a guy who created his own shot, and off that bench, second unit. they had even more depth now. And remember, this is a team that has SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Hartenstein. They still have Lou Dort for now. I've been hearing he might get traded as well. We'll see what happens there. Because those three guys, SGA, J-Dub, and Chet, are their foundation for the rest of this decade, for the next 5-6 years. They're building around those guys. And then Casey Wallace, you saw him the other day. He had like 7 threes. You got a lot of depth on this team. Now you add another electric guard. They have so much offensive firepower. It's scary. And then
he came at the right time.
Yeah,
because Alexander got hurt, so he'll gonna get some play. You know what I'm saying?
Again, Oklahoma City. Sam Presti is a literal genius, dude. He really. And I've said this even when the trades happened, because he knew like Oklahoma City was going nowhere. I mean, the Clippers are a dysfunctional franchise. I mean, with that's good. That trade with PG-13 is gonna go down as
worst trade in the
history. If Oklahoma City gets another ring, I would rank that as the worst trade in basketball history.
I think it is now.
I still think it's the Brooklyn Nets getting Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, because the Celtics got Tatum and Brown in that deal. And they basically, and Billy King's, again, build the Billy King statue, Boston. Build it. But if the Thunder win another ring, and I think they do this year, they're my pick to win the NBA championship this year. That is when the PG-13 trade will go down as the worst trade in basketball history. And it's not just the picks they get. It's trading Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who, oh, by the way, was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. And they stupidly traded him at the draft.
Just like you guys traded away Kobe Bryant. What an idiot franchise.
That's a great point, though. Did you on that trade the Celtics Nets?
You want to know the worst? You want to know the worst one? I already told you the Donovan Mitchell. Did you know in the draft that Justice Winslow was available? The Hornets got a trade with the Boston Celtics. The Celtics wanted Justice Winslow that bad. Do you want to know what the trade offer was?
What?
4 first-round picks. One of them being the Brooklyn Nets draft pick. And Michael Jordan said no.
Oh, my goodness. They wanted Winslow that bad?
Yes.
What the hell?
Like,
some people thought Winslow was the next Kawhi. I was like, no, he's not.
Hell no.
And you want to know who they drafted with that pick that would have gone for Justice Winslow? Do you want to know who they kept and drafted? Frank Kaminsky.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Remember him in college? He was busting Kentucky's butt.
I didn't see him as an NBA player. Hell no.
Yeah,
he's not as bad as Bismack Biyombo was. Oh my god, that was another. I respect Bismack because he actually donated his entire yearly check to build a hospital in his home country. So I respect Bismack a little more. But Bismack was a yes man in Charlotte. I just gotta say that.
Yeah. So Jeremy McCain, I think, man, and then I looked at another stat. The only starters to ever average 20 plus points per game, a steal, 3+ made 3-pointers made per game, and over 30% shooting from 3. Him and Stephen Curry in NBA history.
Yep, I'm future Charlotte Hornet. Am I right, Philip?
Here we go.
Man.
He said accepting the key to Charlotte years ago, I want to retire a Hornet. So either that's what he did. I gotta find the video. It's on YouTube somewhere.
I didn't see that. I did not.
Yeah, when he was accepting the key to Charlotte, he basically straight up said, "I want to end my career here."
Maybe a 1-day contract.
Yeah,
leave you alone.
That's what I said. Don't hurt Nick's feelings. That's what Paul Pierce did when he retired. He retired with the Celtics, I believe, 1-day contract.
Yep. You know who else retired? You know who else kind of retired in like a 2-week contract? Shaq.
Oh God, yeah.
He was a scrub in Boston. And the only reason, here's why I respect Shaq. He's honest. He basically said I was ring chasing.
No, he was honest. Oh yeah, for sure. I respect that.
He was very adamant about that. Very candid.
He should retire when he was with the Cavs. That should have been it.
Yeah.
So he should have retired in Phoenix when he was like diving into the crowd, trying to save the children in the front row of his life.
So before we get into Giannis, because that's the last thing I want to talk about, and maybe Giannis and job potential destination for them. Detroit Pistons, they pick up Kevin Huerter, another shooter. This is a team number 1 in the East already. Kevin Huerter, I know he's struggling from 3-point range this season, but he has more spacing. Add him with Duncan Robinson and how this team has basically ascended into the top of the Eastern Conference. This is a team I feel like is not getting discussed more in the national media for how good they are. Pistons have gone underrated, and Caden Cunningham, I think, needs to get more MVP buzz.
He deserves.
I think
he
this was
deserves so much.
a great move for them.
Real.
One of my favorite things is like when they lost like 28 straight games. He's like, we're not 2-28 bad. Like,
yeah,
that's not us. Yeah,
at that point,
Cade,
people were laughing. That was 2 years ago.
I felt bad for Cade. You were 2-28, but I love Cade Cunningham. I mean, he's such a great player. I was a little surprised that that they traded Ivy away. I didn't think he was the only good player on that 2-28 Pistons team. It was Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, and James Wiseman, who's one of the biggest busts in NBA history. He wasn't. Let's just say that the Warriors were not wise to draft him.
Hell no.
Definitely not a wise man.
He should now play Kevon Looney, bro. That's what pissed me off.
And Willie Cauley-Stein too. Like that was during the year Willie Cauley-Stein was actually, starting to show something. I think, right?
Ivy was pretty much expendable because they've been really good this year and last year. And the last 2 seasons, he's only played like 30-something games. And they've made the playoffs. Now they're number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So they're probably thinking, okay, we got Asar Thompson. Cade Cunningham's our franchise guy. Jalen Duren is taking another step to All-Star. Shout out to him. Duren. He's been better
than the Pistons get a first.
And they have
the Pistons get a first too.
Yeah. So they were probably thinking, okay, Ivy, he's been injured too often. We already got great young assets. We could he's expendable. Let's ship him off.
They want to move on.
I think with this trade, I could be wrong here. Isn't this the trade where the Timberwolves made that $10 million trade extension?
10.8.
10.8. Yeah. That's gonna be huge. That's gonna be huge.
The Giannis sweepstakes. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for Charlotte.
Or would that be in the off season? But that's just that was a dump. There's a reason why they did that dump.
Yeah. Yep, there was a reason. Maybe they're going all in on him. I mean, we'll see.
I think they should.
I still think
two main targets are probably Minnesota and Miami. Those are the teams with the best chance.
Speaking of Giannis, I want to talk a little bit about the Bucks. If coaching mattered in the NBA like they want us to, why does Doc Rivers have a job?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he does hate Doc Rivers. I remember that.
You probably Adrian Griffin with a 30 and 13.
Like Doc, listen, your job is to counsel. You're not a good counselor. How does he keep getting jobs?
I love Doc, but I always thought he was
that 08 ring, bro. He'll hold that 08 ring up forever.
Oh yeah, he got carried. He got carried through that. Man. He's basically basically the Mike McCarthy of the NBA.
Oh, believe me, I know. I'm a Laker fan.
Man,
hell no. That other team was amazing.
Damn, yo, it sound like Bugs Bunny.
Hey, what's up, Doc?
I'm Bugs Bunny right now. Damn, Doc.
Yeah, hell no.
Hey, what's up, Doc?
Nah.
He's like, you hating on me. He's like, these people hate on me.
They should have kept Adrian Griffin.
Marty McFly entering the time machine. Doc, you gotta come in. Here's the hoverboard.
Watch out. He's coming for you, Doc. Watch out.
Dr. Von Doom.
I love Giannis. I want to see him win, man.
Hey, I do wonder if I ever got to meet Doc Rivers one day, and that's never going to happen. I've already grown to accept that. I want to ask him, is his favorite drink Dr. Pepper?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, he is a doc. I'm just saying, like, maybe.
Okay,
I'll go.
I'll be Mountain Dew or ginger ale.
There. You want me gone? You want me to keep this on?
Doc's gonna say, not me. That's
Okay.
It might be Mountain Dew or ginger ale. You know why? Because it's green, like the Celtics colors.
Yeah, but he's a doctor. I mean, all doctors love Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, but he won a chip with the Celtics, so he might prefer the green. He might,
Maybe he might prefer the green.
Because the green gives him some good luck, except for
like the green, like the green pickled flavored Dorito chips.
Oh, that's nasty. I don't like that.
whatever the green Dorito. I forgot what the green Dorito chips are, but maybe those are his favorite. I don't know. Okay.
So before,
what am I doing right now? What is going on right now?
So before we get into Giannis, because I want to close out the show soon, let's get to
Come to Charlotte. Come to Charlotte.
John Morant, he's not coming to Charlotte, bro.
No. John Morant's going to Sacramento. He's going to join Triple Double Man and the Ron and Dive family over there.
Hell no. Minnesota.
No, Ja.
Ja. Okay, my bad.
He's going to join Triple Double Man.
I don't know where Ja's going. Hell,
I think he's going to Miami. I think they're going to ship him to Miami.
He's
going to Miami?
Maybe.
Okay.
I still think he wants to get traded to the blocks. So I still think he'll probably go to Sacramento or something.
You want to get traded to San Andreas? I don't know. At this point, bro.
So I have a 4-team trade. My friend he cooked this up on Fanspo. I have a 4-team trade. My friend did. Shout out to my boy Joseph, the Miami Heat fan. He said he cooked up a 4-team trade on Fanspo that was successful, and this is a way for the Miami Heat if they want to get Ja Morant and Giannis. So there with me, it's gonna be a little while. So the Heat will get Giannis, Ja Morant, Buddy Hield, and Antetokounmpo. You know, we gotta keep the family together.
What about Alex? You can't have a trade without Alex in the deal. You gotta have Thanasis and Alex Antetokounmpo.
I don't think Alex is in the NBA.
No, he is in the NBA. I think he's like I'm pretty sure he is in the NBA. I'm like, I know he's with the Bucks organization. Well, yeah, because he's a bench warmer. You just see him warming the bench up with Thanasis just to get Giannis back.
He's on a 2-way contract with the Wisconsin Herd of the G League. That's right.
Okay, so he's in the G League, but throw him in the deal anyways. I mean,
why not?
Yeah,
why not?
All right, let me finish. Let me finish. All right, the Bucks. He said Tyler Hero, Jonathan Kuminga, Kelly Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr. You get the 2030 first round pick from the Heat, 2032 first round pick from the Heat, 2030 second round pick from the Warriors. The Warriors get Andrew Wiggins from Miami. The Grizzlies get Terry Rozier and Simone Fontecchio from the Miami Heat as a low ball offer to Memphis, since they, the offer, the market value for Ja has obviously dipped considerably over the last couple years.
Let's just say that the clip has been dropped there. If you get where I'm going here,
yeah.
Oh God, I'm going to hell for this.
He ain't as grizzly as he used to be. You know what I'm saying? So, ja Morant.
I love this man. I love this man.
Yeah, Ja. Honestly, I think the best fit and organization for him, if he doesn't stay put in Memphis, is Miami. I feel like the culture there, the way they kind of get their players who are basically devalued or guys who are basically viewed as undrafted guys, they kind of make them quality role players, or they kind of revitalize and rejuvenate guys' careers. We've seen that over the course of a couple of years. Like Jaime Jaquez, nobody thought he would be this good, but due to the development staff they have and the discipline they install there in that culture, and they always check your body fat, so you got to be in the best shape. I think Ja going there and being under a disciplinary coach like Eric Spoelstra under Pat Riley, I think it will kind of get his career back on track to the trajectory we had him on, back to being an all-star, superstar level point guard. Staying in Memphis, you already know they're obviously on a rebuild. Going to Sacramento, it's just going to put his career already down the toilet in more purgatory.
It's been down the toilet. It's been down the toilet.
It's going to be even worse there, though. It's going to be worse there because Sacramento.
Well, I would agree with you there because the Ron and Dive family they are terrible.
They don't know how to run a team.
Not only they don't even know how to run the G League. I mean, the owner's daughter had a relationship with Jeremy Lamb, for Christ's sake.
That was clear.
It's crazy.
Well, there goes any chance of me going to Sacramento.
Nope. Yeah. Take that off. Nope. That's
Hope you freaking like it.
Is not as high valued as a Giannis because he's not as viewed as a marketable asset due to his limitations and then also his injury history and then the stuff off the court. But then now let's get to Giannis. The sweepstakes for him. We're hearing about the Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat, and the Timberwolves. Those are the top 3 options. Honestly, if I'm the Heat, if you don't get him now, this is a big missed opportunity because this was kind of a layup. You guys had more assets to offer, draft capital-wise, and in young guys like Tyler Hero, who's been an all-star. Kelly Ware, when he gets playing time, has looked good. That's some young assets. Milwaukee, they want a guy who they want draft capital. The Heat have that. They want a guy who they could potentially build into a potential all-star. Kelly Ware. Tyler Hero's already a proven all-star. Warriors, they don't have another young guy on their roster who is appealing that you want if you're the Bucks.
And they need to find a replacement for Jimmy Butler. I don't think they have that guy on this team.
No, they don't. Yep. No.
And then the Minnesota, they don't have the draft picks.
No.
They got players, but they don't have the draft capital. They already traded away a lot of their draft picks. So you can't trade away back-to-back years for draft picks. They've already traded away most of their draft picks to other teams.
Pretty much. What other team are we missing that has the stash of draft? I mean, Brooklyn doesn't have draft picks. Brooklyn's they're a disgraceful basketball
There's no
team.
players that Milwaukee.
Dude, Joseph Tsai acts like he's broke when operating that basketball team. I swear, like he acts like he's broke.
Penny pension.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, they'll have a top draft pick this year, somebody, but
no, I'm just trying to think who else has like the draft pick haul. I mean, Oklahoma City maybe, but I don't think they want to break up the young core there.
No. You have to trade Chet, J-Dub, one of those guys.
Yeah, Chet, or who's the other guy who just got thank goodness for him.
Spurs have some guys, but I don't think they want to trade away their core either. They got some young ass there.
I feel so sad seeing Greg Popovich there. He was. I mean, I had a family member of mine that passed due to a stroke. It's sad seeing him. And it's also sad because he's one of the last few rare good coaches that we're probably ever going to see in the NBA.
Yeah,
all time. To me, one of the 3 greatest coaches of all time. No order: him, Phil Jackson, Red Auerbach.
Here's the reason why I don't put Phil Jackson on the list.
What?
His time with the Knicks. You have to have to. That was a train wreck.
Because of the owner stuff. Come on, bro.
He's not the GOAT. He is not the GOAT in basketball. He is not the GOAT in basketball.
Jordan is the GOAT. Oh, here we go.
No. He's not the GOAT.
We're about to get off track.
No, you want to know? Larry Bird.
Right. Good night, y'all.
He changed the game.
What? Yo, he's not the GOAT. I got him in my top 10.
He is the GOAT, in my opinion.
Injury ruined his chance of being the GOAT. If he had more longevity,
I still think he changed the game more than LeBron and Michael Jordan did, in my opinion.
If he had more longevity,
and he saved, and here's the thing too, he saved the NBA, and I think that factors into you being the GOAT.
He's not the GOAT. That is
he is the GOAT. Or how about this? We'll settle on this. He's a GOAT.
A GOAT of the Celtics.
Let's get back into my thing, guys. Okay,
all right, I'm sorry.
We'll do all-time greatest list another day.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone would agree Larry Bird is the greatest of all time. I mean, it's not even close.
Greatest Celtic
of all time. Diehard Celtics fan, but yeah.
Greatest Celtic.
But, you should. You know what you should do? You should go like set up like a one of those like survey things they do on X or whatever, and say who's a better GOAT, and put Larry Bird in there. They'll have more votes for Larry Bird. I guarantee you that.
Over Jordan and Bron? I don't know about that.
I'll take Bron over that, but just it's Jordan. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just here so I won't.
Hot with that, bro. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you're hot right now. I'm pretty sure you're like.
Here we go.
This guy, he is a joke.
Like fuming. Like I have
one hypothetical. I have one hypothetical trade that the Wolves can make. So the Wolves, they get Giannis, Ryan Rollins, Jerko Sims, Andre Jackson Jr. The Bucks get Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels, and Juan Behringer, the young rookie who's 7 foot, athletic as hell, block shots. That's one young asset they can have, but then you have no really draft capital because you don't get anything because the Timberwolves don't really have much draft capital to offer.
Does Julius Randle have a no trade clause or like a modified no trade? I'm pretty
sure Randle had to be part of that deal. Huh?
There's only a few players in the NBA with no trade clause. I think it's LeBron and Bradley Beal.
That's ridiculous. Bradley's got a no trade. There's only those two. It's only those two. It's only those two with no trade clause. It's crazy. Not even Shea, Luka have no trade. It's LeBron and Bradley Beal. That's it. That's the list. So he can get traded.
I know it's different because in football, like every quarterback has no trade clauses. They're
the most valued asset on the team.
Yes,
pretty much. But
I don't know. I was just wondering because I know Julius Randle just like legitimately built or is building a big house, and I think Minnesota or something. I know he's building a big house somewhere.
Yeah, he loves Minnesota. I think it's been home for him. So he's been there for a while now.
He has I gotta look it up on Bing real quick, but he's building a big house. I don't know if he wants to move or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know the man, but
especially to Milwaukee. Nobody wants to go to Milwaukee.
Hell no.
No, why would you want to go to Milwaukee when the Greek freak is leaving?
There's no point, bro.
They're gonna be in purgatory, especially from a contender like the Timberwolves, who are at least a top 4 or 5 team in the West. You're playing with a superstar. In
He's actually building the home. Okay, now I'm gonna look like an idiot because he's building the home in Texas, not in Minnesota.
I mean, that's where he's from, so that makes sense. He's from Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
He was born.
I think if you could trade him to Houston, that would be interesting.
Oh,
trade him to Dallas. I'm sure Cooper Flag will have to play with him.
Well, is Luka Doncic available? I mean, maybe they could trade it.
No,
ask Nico. The answer will always be yes.
Even Luka.
The answer will always be like, yes, Rob Pelinka, I'll do whatever you want.
Or the GM of the Pistons when they were 2-28. What's his name? Troy Weaver.
Oh goodness!
How does Troy Weaver get jobs in the NBA still? That's my question.
He's blackmailing somebody.
Well, either that or James Jones, LeBron's buddy, is basically giving him good recommendations.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
All right, guys. Before we close it out, who are your biggest winners and losers of the NBA trade deadline? You can name like 2 of each. Yeah, you don't have to. Who are your biggest winners and losers so far?
Well, we can all agree that the Mavericks are not only the loser, they're in the definition of the loser in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. I would definitely have to go with James Harden because again, this trade's gonna really affect his image, and I think he cares about his image. Doesn't care about basketball, cares about his image more, and I think that's clear. So I make him as a loser. Winners, obviously, you got to throw in my Charlotte Hornets in there. They were a winner in this trade, and I'm going to go with Boston as a winner here because of the Vekovic trade. They get the money clearance, and I think Vekovic is a nice fit on the team.
Vucevic.
I keep mispronouncing names. I need to go to. Yeah,
Maybe
I need to go. I need to go back to elementary school to learn the letters now.
You got the football player names down because he's an NFL expert. He got some of those names are crazy to say in football. I can't lie.
But I agree with Boston. Boston definitely with that pickup of Vucevic. Saying Vucevic. I love that pickup for them. I mean, you mentioned Mavericks as losers. Bulls are my loser because I don't really know what the hell they're doing. I don't understand.
They also have a terrible owner. Jerry Reinsdorf is the Bulls owner is a terrible owner. Like
cheap.
Not only that, but he wouldn't have the reputation he currently has if he hadn't have locked into Michael Jordan at number 3.
Right. Jordan and Pippen. If he didn't get those two,
that was a trade.
And Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman's another one. Like, let's be real. Dennis Rodman, he's not all there. Like, he's a few French fries shy from.
We all kind of knew that. I didn't even know that's the 90s.
Like he is like crazy. Like Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs level of crazy. Like Billy Jack Haynes would that's the type of craziness that I think he's in.
Keep going with your guys' list. Who you guys winners and losers?
I said Boston was a winner. I said the Bulls were a loser. Woods I also like as a winner. I know they're probably not the highest tier team. We gave them a B for that trade, but like I said, living near DC, I think they'll be a fun team to watch. I got them being a play-in team next year, because you got to factor in Davis's health, stuff like that. But I think you got a solid team with those young pieces. So yeah,
you could probably throw in the Wizards as a winner too, because they just basically just got Anthony. Yeah,
winner. Yeah,
you could throw.
I'm gonna start with a team you guys haven't said. I feel like these might not have been the biggest like player name deals, but I feel like the Pistons getting Kevin Huerter is a big help for them for their shooting and spacing on the offensive end for their offense. I think it's going to take them to the next level. I know people are going to talk about because it's not the flashy name. And also Jared McCain for the Thunder. I think that another spark off the bench. A guy who can get you 18 to 20 a night, come off your bench. When you already have SGA, J-Dub, Chet. Man, I think that's those teams. And they're already contenders. Those teams are my winners. And then I can't forget the Celtics. They're a winner for me. Vucevic, I love that interior scoring. Loser, Cavaliers. I know they got cheaper with their salary cap, but man, long term, I feel like this is gonna hurt you guys, especially if you come up short in the playoffs. Mitchell's out of there. I see him leaving. And another loser for me. Man, I was gonna say Sacramento Kings. Man, I just don't know what the hell are you doing.
They don't know what they're doing.
Listen, that's been the motto since Vivek Ranadive bought the team, and Remember, like I started realizing he was a terrible owner the moment he traded DeMarcus Cousins for some double bubble and an old Tupac CD that he found on the corner.
Tupac CD is crazy.
Yeah. Like seriously, like I can't remember. Like a guy he traded for like a guy who he was going to place on waivers, like a Tupac CD. I forgot that it was a stupid trade, and then Vlade Divac, who was the GM at the time, basically said, "I had a better deal 2 days ago." He straight up said that in the press conference.
Yeah, I remember watching that joint.
And then the team kind of in the middle of is the Utah Jazz. I just don't know whether to be if it's
I gotta see how
a trade or not. I gotta see how it works out. There's too much iron kinks in that front court.
I have another question I want to ask you guys. Is Shams a winner in this trade deadline or a loser?
Oh, Shams doing his thing. He works.
He's already a winner. He's a winner from last year. We don't need to discuss this anymore.
Shams doing his thing.
But look, people thought he was hacked. People thought he was hacked.
Oh god.
He broke the trade before anybody did, and everybody thought it was fake. He was like, "No, this is real." He's a winner from that alone. That was crazy.
Question for y'all though: do y'all think the Bucks are losers if they do not trade Giannis? I think they are.
Well, they're losers because Doc Rivers is still there to coach the team.
Talk about the trade.
I mean, if they don't trade him, now. They still have. I think they're not a loser because they have the off season and they'll be able to have more time, have more teams to talk to. Teams probably will offer more, and it won't be during the season. Teams because teams are busy right now, games, playoffs. I think in the off season when things die down, people and who their teams have, who they drafted, will get to see better packages. So I don't think they're a loser. The only thing that will suck is they'll miss the playoffs. But
what really sucks. You know what would really suck if Giannis, and I hope this doesn't happen because I hate when injuries happen. Imagine if Giannis pulls like a Halliburton and gets like injured and like.
Stephen, they mentioned that on first thing because with those calf injuries, that could lead to torn Achilles.
He's had two now where he's been out 4 to 6 weeks.
And it's not just basketball too. Remember Aaron Rodgers before he tore his Achilles and sent me into stage 5 depression.
The first game of the season.
4 snaps in and his ankle. Like I'm telling you, before he got his Achilles snapped, he had the calf injuries. Daniel Jones, even though Daniel Jones was playing with a broken freaking fibula, he had calf issues too. It's the calf injuries that really worry me. And with Giannis. With the calf injury, and I think Shea's also dealing with a calf. Was it a calf issue or not?
Abdominal strain. He's out. He's out through the All-Star break. He's out for a week.
I think he's also dealing with he's also. I remembered reading he also was dealing with a calf issue. Those calf issues need to be very monitored closely because I've noticed that even when Tatum was playing and he played that game on a bad calf.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Same with Lillard. Same with
Damian Lillard deserves better, man. He was loyal to Portland, and he deserves. He's one of the only few people I'd allow to ring chase. It's him, Kemba Walker, and CP3 I'd allow to ring chase.
Kemba was a dog.
Yeah. And my inept Michael Jordan owner lowballed him for Terry Rozier. And obviously now what we know now, I can guarantee you he was a gambling man, and I guess the urge is that they both know a thing or two about betting,
So that's another guy. We didn't mention before we close out the show, Chris Paul. I think he's going to Brooklyn now because
no, he's going to the Raptors. I think
Raptors. Yeah,
I thought they said
they might not keep him.
They might not keep him. So I'm interested in how that's going to work out.
He deserves so. I don't know what happened with him at the Clippers, but look, even if I still think it was a leadership issue, and James Harden was probably angry and wanted him out, and I think they regret it. Why would you market his retirement run and let him go? That's just bad PR right there. Yeah. I don't understand. If he stays in Toronto, which I don't think he will, where do you think he would go? To be honest with you,
I have no clue.
I have no idea at this point.
What do you want to go to your Lakers, Phil? I don't know. What do
you know? I would love where I would love for him to go, and I don't think he's gonna go there, but I think it would be perfect for him. I think he should ring chase in Oklahoma City.
Why not? Honestly, I wouldn't mind that, man.
Because if it wasn't for that trade, if it wasn't for that trade where they traded triple-double man for CP3 and all those picks, who knows where the Thunder would be now? And let's be real, he's the reason why that year where everyone thought they were going to be the worst team, that they even made the playoffs. That and the pandemic happened, but they were still a very good team at that time, and it's all because of CP3.
Yep, took Shea under his wing. Yep.
So if he wants to go somewhere, I think Oklahoma City would be interesting. If he wants to go to the Lakers, because the Lakers love the name Chase, I think that would be crazy. And I think would be interesting. He's going to retire after this year. San Antonio, I could see as well because of the relationship him and Victor have. If he wants to ring chase in Cleveland, I don't think he wants to go to Cleveland now that James Harden's there. I could see him wanting to ring chase in Boston if he wants. I
was about to say Boston, but they're not a title contender this year. Not without Tatum.
No, they're a good team. I just don't see them without their.
They don't win a title without Tatum. That's crazy.
You need your big three to be there, and they don't have 100%. Their big three there. Maybe the Knicks. Oh yeah, maybe the Knicks. That could be an interesting place if he wants to ring chase there.
What about go to Minnesota? Go play with Ant. They need a point guard, man.
They do need a point guard badly.
Go to Minnesota. Play with Ant. You got a superstar there, so young guy. You could learn some CP3. Come on.
Maybe. I mean, Sacramento if he wants to stay in LA.
A lot of teams already got point guards. That's the thing. Even LA, I would have liked that fit for him because they already got Luka, and Luka handles the ball a lot.
Phoenix could be interesting because Phoenix could use a point guard,
and they're good too.
They're
reunite. Yeah, that could be good too. Maybe go back and reunite in Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm trying. Miami maybe.
Miami does need a point guard. They could use. There's some teams. There's just so many good point guards. So. It's kind of hard to find.
Back in the league.
Then again, he's going to be a guy who's really coming off the bench. He's not a starter no more.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
His career.
There's that other team I want to mention as well, but I'm pretty sure that I'm either going to get fined again if I say it.
Fined again.
Yeah, again. Yeah, DJ fines me every time I go off track. Lord. So I pretty much owe him like $10,000 after this podcast and probably a suspension. But I'm going to say it as well. Let's make it 10,000 and 100. Come to Charlotte, CP3. We need a CP3. We need no. I love CP3. I mean,
I'm the only objective one here. Oh man.
No, I'm being serious here. Like CP3 would be fine, and they could use another veteran piece if they're going to waive Mike Conley.
Charlotte? When you guys have
why not?
You want a ring chase, bro?
Yeah, that is true. I mean,
come on.
I don't know. I love
CP3. Not in the league, but
I'm just saying CP3 because he's one of the players I loved growing up, and he's not a piece of work like a lot of players in this league are. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where CP3 goes. But imagine if he signs with a G League team and has his retirement run on the G League. That would be so sad.
Don't do that, man, like that.
Yeah,
I won't.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have less than 24 hours to the trade deadline. We'll see what other moves happen. Those are all the moves we want to discuss on the show today. Fellas, tell people where they can find you before we close out the show.
Oh no, I'm waiting for you to go first. I'm waiting. I always let the other person go. I've been on this straight.
Right there.
I was okay. To make sure I want to be fair.
That's why I was trying to get ready to talk. I'm like, what the?
It's your boy Philip Wilson. Follow me on Wilson Way Sports Network as well as Wilson Way Sports Talk on YouTube. Check them out in the book.
Cool. For me, it's the usual. You can find me on the X. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on LinkedIn. I write for Total Apex Sports. If you want to go find my articles on there, you can. I write over there. Yeah, that's all I got. Just find my name, type it. It'll be somewhere. If you want to see me what I look like without a beard, just go on my social media.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Won't find me.
LinkedIn and Twitter, he's mentioning, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, you know where to find me.
And Facebook. Can't forget about Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know where to find me. DJ Hamilton 23 on Instagram, on Twitter, on what else? Oh, yeah.
YouTube.
And then DJ Sports Show. Yeah, DJ Sports Show on TikTok. Follow my sports only account.
Everywhere.
Follow my Instagram. And also follow me on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you're listening on audio platforms, leave a rating, share anybody you know, continue to try to grow the show. But yeah, it's been another great episode talking some NBA trade deadline with Phillip and Nicholas. First time get Nicholas on the show to talk NBA, and then I'm proud to have my guy, Dak Phillip, to start talking hoops again, man. But yeah, make sure you guys check out them on socials, follow them, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.